I'll play one more. I'll play.
Oh, okay.
I just play one more, and then we'll go.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. Let me go get water then.
How do you feel about these teams? I'm okay with these teams, bro.
Yeah, I like my squad. I think Team Amit picked a good squad. Team Jethan, what do you think?
I
think I should. I think I should.
You think you should
Justin's
what?
happy I'm not on his team.
I think I should have done better.
As a player or as a captain?
No, as a player. You know,
I mean, Emmett was kind of shitting the bed at the beginning, bro.
Justin was low for morale,
that first
bro.
game.
He was hating.
We don't talk about that first game.
We got to the second round.
Justin, you don't want.
He's like, do whatever you want, bro. I don't care.
I saw the review.
He got so mad. He's like, why'd you switch on
mad.
Luna?
I was just
Switch
disappointed.
on Luna.
Moise kills me, bro. Moise actually kills me.
Now Moise is actually gonna start like playing like fucking Luna and doing well.
No, I won't, bro. I'm not playing Luna Snow.
Yo, Alan, Munir, bro.
Yeah, my.
Yeah. That's a dangerous combo to have on one team, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know.
This is a solid team, bro.
Bro, only one of them can play.
Yeah, there's only.
Yo, fam, I think, let's introduce banning right now, bro. Let's introduce banning right now.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it.
Chill.
Yo, someone ban Luna Snow, please. I don't want to play.
We can do banning.
I mean, I'm just gonna play the
Have you?
Yeah, let's do banning. We're banning Warlock.
And Luna Snow, bro. Ban Luna Snow.
We know more characters. We can do it. Okay,
Yo, ban everyone except Iron Fist. Only the Iron Fist, please.
Yo, only Black Widow mode. Let's go.
Yo, some actually like voted to ban Black Widow in a comp game and it won, bro.
No way.
This guy's
We got
trolling so
stomped.
hard.
We got cooked.
Let's start the match, no?
No, we're waiting for
Are
Ezra.
these the squads?
Yo, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
These are the teams.
Oh, I'm back. Let's do it.
I'm back. Are we changing the squad? Okay.
Did we introduce banning?
No, that's fine.
All right, switch
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 the other
groups.
channel.
Okay.
Which hero do you
Alright,
think?
who's my squad?
Okay, we're staying. What?
All right. Your Thor?
What? We're on the same team?
Yeah, we're on the same team, bro.
Fellas.
Yeah.
Oh, we did introduce banning. Okay.
Smash.
Wait, are we on the same team?
Yeah, we're on the same team. We're on the same team.
Yo, why the fuck did you pick ban Magic?
Ban Magic?
Don't
Oh,
let-
we're doing.
Why are you banning Iron Man? Yo, chill. Okay.
Wait, how do I unban, bro?
You can't unban. You can't unban.
You can't unban. Yeah, you can't unban.
Oh my god.
Ban Magic. Okay, that's good. And Thor. Okay, that's tough.
That's tough for Alan, I
Cloak and
guess.
Dagger.
They said
Ban Cloak and Dagger.
Munir, these guys are bitches.
they targeting you. Why did you pick? Why are you banning Thing, bro? Isn't that your character?
Oh, fuck.
You're fucking. These guys are stupid, bro. You act like this is a Grandmaster player.
Yo. No, my bad. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, whatever. We got Cloak and Dagger. All right.
Yes.
Oh, they banned Loki.
They think they can fucking stop me.
All right. And now pick a character.
The right heroes can
Okay.
make all the difference.
Okay.
Alright, fellas, what are we thinking, bro?
I'll go Luna. I can go Luna,
Okay.
Raccoon, Mr. Fantastic, and Johnny Storm.
Yo, Shamar, I was literally about to say they're gonna have a good healer, but you're on our team, so I'm so happy.
Supri,
Why is Shamar on our
play
team?
Tank. He's on our team.
Oh, Shamar's.
He's on our team.
No, go
Oh,
Invisible Woman. Go Invisible Woman. We ban.
Yo, I would say Shamar should play healer, no?
We
He
ban
was
Cloak and
fucking
Dagger.
24Ks.
Shamar, play Invisible
Invisible
Woman.
Woman is a healer.
Yeah, Invis. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Shamar, he did 24K, but and we have a team up.
Yo, low key, let me go Johnny Storm then.
Yeah, we all get the team.
Go Johnny Storm.
I'll go Johnny Storm because like.
Solid.
Yo, take advantage of his dive. His dive does a lot of damage. If you use his
I
iron
know.
burst,
A regular
no, listen. You know the one that makes the shape?
Yo, Munir,
If you use
Munir,
that
if you want,
in
you can go
combination
Storm
with his
as well.
dive. No, I'm not going. I can't go Storm.
No, I'll go Storm. I'll go
Listen.
No,
Storm.
I'm telling Munir he can go Storm as well because me and Munir got a crazy fucking ult when we use it together, bro.
I got you, bro. Yo, Super, you here, bro?
Yeah.
Yo,
Super, bro,
that was
you
actually
can-
random ass hating on their part, bro. What the fuck, man? Fuck
What was
this.
random? I said that.
No, like banning.
I mean, like.
It's
oh, yeah,
jokes,
that
it's jokes,
handicaps
it's jokes.
Both Manir and. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm on the same team as him.
I'm in here. I'm gonna stick close with you, bro. Yo, you got that thing where it increases
also-
damage, bro?
Yeah, let me put that
Yo,
shit on,
Munir,
bro.
to be honest, that was the smartest ban for them.
Oh, here
No,
comes
honestly.
Agit.
Alright, you're gonna thing all
Holy
over
fuck,
them.
I can't hit him, bro. Alright, Aegis is behind us still. Oh my god.
I'm just behind us.
Yeah, he raped me. I can't lie.
I had no idea you guys were looking back.
Oh, it's in
I was wondering why there was absolutely 0 people looking.
Oh my god, I just got raped, bro. Low key, I might have to switch Iron Man, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude,
actually
no
not.
problem, bro,
Oh,
no
what the
problem,
hell?
bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
no, just Iron Man. Alright.
Just cause I'm like, yo,
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Yo, I'll definitely be there to protect.
Help me get volume, help me get volume. Never mind, they're back, they're back. Okay, who's playing Penny? Surplus playing Penny?
I'm Penny.
No, on their team, on their team. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
Took out Agit
bro,
like very easily.
Alright.
oh fuck, Emmett actually killed me, bro.
You need to
Yeah, they got good heals on their team. And Emmett's fucking DPS Mantis right now, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Fuck, okay. You know what? Low key,
Fucking Adam Warlock.
Punisher, bro.
Alright. Like Boonisher? Alright.
Movies
call
thinks
me
he can
the
outgoon me, bro. Movies thinks he can outgoon me, bro.
Yo, Justin,
Oh, yeah.
watch Movies have the greatest game ever now.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, he's actually gonna try. Holy crap, bro. These guys do not play. I'm telling
Nah,
you.
we're
He's
good,
like,
we're good.
Nah, it's okay, it's okay. Don't worry, don't worry.
I'm out behind you just in case. Whenever you guys want me to tank, let me know. I'm just waiting.
Oh, did he? He's turret on the point. Okay. Oh, it was a second too late. Fuck.
Oh, I dropped mine.
No, it's okay. Doing good.
Turn 2.
We need to coordinate a little bit better, guys.
bounding.
Oh, someone help. Oh fuck, I just got
Oh
raped.
shit.
I'm dead. I'm surprised. Holy crap, we do not have anything set up right now.
Yeah, we got no motion, guys. Losing one,
One man
nice.
down.
Get Agit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he's just
Squirrel stampeding on them.
Cover me,
Okay, they double ulted. Agit's above us.
guys. Someone get Agit, bro, because I can't.
He's behind you, Justin. He's behind you, Justin.
Yeah, there's also someone in front of me.
I got him. They got the checkpoint though, unfortunately.
Let me know if you guys want me to stick with you instead of pushing, because I'm not lagging until Agit pretty easily. I killed him twice.
Rappy Tappy chasing the fuck out of me. I might be dead here. I don't know how I'm still alive. I'm
Alan,
dead.
you might be on Agit control, bro.
Okay. But I'm also supposed to be pushing, so it's kind of hard to do both, but I'll try.
I know, but bro, to be honest,
Yeah,
it's hard for all of us to
baby!
push.
Let's go! I was cooking those fuckers.
Bro, you can't be saying that when they have fucking 4.5 minutes left and they're like right
Watch
here.
this. Watch that, boy!
Oh!
Watch
Okay.
that, boy!
Okay, it's clobbering time.
What?
It's clobbering time. It's clobbering time.
Bro, I just killed so many people, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, they just all got revived though. Not gonna lie to you.
What, so heals? Okay, bro, I had no heals. Whatever.
Holy fuck, I hate Star-Lord. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god, man.
I got my ult. I got my ult.
I got my ult too.
I got my ult. That's 90 meters.
I'm gonna ult on them.
Ooh, I just actually literally targeted.
Got one. Got two.
Turbo.
Got three.
No, Agit, man. Oh.
Can somebody help me fight these healers? Okay, never mind. Star-Lord's still alive. Okay. Okay, that's not ideal.
I have ult.
Okay.
You can use this now.
Alright.
Thank you.
Pushing up.
I mean,
Oh, Magnus
Warlock's
aiming
dead.
for me. Holy crap, I did not even see this.
I'm just right here.
Agit behind.
Alan behind you.
Got Agit.
Which one is that?
ball both of them,
Bye.
boys. I got both of them.
Yo.
Good shit.
Yeah, I'm turning up today.
Nice. Good shield.
Drop out.
He's gonna get me.
Get on.
Oh, he did not. Let's trade that.
Someone's Hulk.
Yeah, Shamar, your
Oh.
ult basically completely, like,
Circle switch to Hulk.
destroys Agile.
It counts as an L, yo.
Yeah, it does completely.
This shit is easy.
Chill.
I'm doing not. They still have 2.5 minutes, you know.
Blue banner, blue banner, blue banner, blue banner.
Dead.
Got a
Dead.
lot of them. Got a lot of them.
Got him.
Yep.
Magneto
got-
dead.
Good shit.
Don't
Adam's
push
running.
up too much. Just stay in line of the heels.
I just won. He's dead.
Fire, man. Yo, we're all turning up now, bro. Holy.
Yeah, keep it up, keep it up.
Watch out for the Punisher, man. That's
Adam
what
up there.
Fuck that into it.
Punisher's dead, by the way. I just
Yo,
killed him.
I got my ult whenever y'all need it. I got my ult whenever y'all need it.
Whenever they're grouped
Same.
together, just use it.
Bad.
Nice. That was really good.
Charlotte up there.
I hear Moon Knight somewhere.
I'm getting it.
Flashing.
Squirrel power.
Oh, yeah, Alan, you're very much outside right now.
I'm coming back.
Oh, Moon Knight.
Can you hear me, Alan?
Oh, that's not
Oh,
good.
he's aiming for me. He's
Oh.
aiming for me.
He heals. Emmett's here.
Where is Emmett?
Mark.
Right there.
Mark.
Yeah, I need a ping.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, yeah, he's Black Panther now? Okay. Moon Knight's pushing up. I'm ulting.
So, Scarlet.
Action here.
Avoid
I
that.
died.
Avoid that ult. Oh,
It's okay.
That was a good ult. That was a good ult.
Stay alive, stay alive.
excellent ult.
Yes.
We.
Wait, just a minute left, guys. I have my ult too. I can save it for adjuncts again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my ult. I'm probably gonna pop it real quick.
Alan!
Oh, okay, got Emmett.
Yeah, boy.
Got Emmett. I got.
Alan's revived. Just right in front of us.
Oh, oh, wow. Did
dead?
Louise just go Lunas? No, of course he did.
Oh, fucking get the onk, get the onk.
Yo, watch out for the ult.
I'm ready to
I died again.
Good, Louise wasted his ult.
Okay.
Best fucking ult in the game, almost.
Hey, bro. You know that guy.
Yeah, believe me, I do.
Don't go too far.
Oh fuck! Actually got me.
Oh, watch out for that.
Just get him the ult, just get him the ult.
Come out.
He's one shot.
I can't hit him. Fuck, okay.
Yeah, okay, we got.
Holy shit.
You hear Louise? Oh. Can you hear me?
Nice.
You can hear me, dude. I got ult.
Yeah, Magneto, he's one. Okay, we're good.
Black Panther's weak. Black
Now
Panther's
just
weak.
damn it.
Got Emmett.
My Panther's dead.
You sold it, you sold
That's
it.
game.
Gotta hold the next one now.
Oh.
Yeah, baby. Yo,
Let's go.
taken.
Okay.
For men to lock in last second, that was pretty good, bro. You locked in like.
We actually did, and I had lost hope.
side you're on.
You had lost hope,
Holy,
bro.
yeah, like that was a last second lock in, bro. Holy.
And kick butts. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Alright. Run it back, I guess.
I guess what we're doing right now is good then, I guess, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's working.
Yup.
they blocked Thor. They didn't know about the thing, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. When I have a team that pushes, bro, I'm actually raping them, bro. Like,
Bro, I'm literally just hailing down
Yo,
acorns from like the sky, and
I'm
Alan just
literally
finishing them off,
fucking
bro.
them so bad, bro. Anytime they pull up, just fuck them.
Bro, Alan,
Bro,
fucking.
low key, no, but you know what it is? You know what it is? It's just like initially, at least for me, bro, like when it's just Agit, bro, in the back, bro, it's so tough, bro. 'Cause
Don't worry,
he
don't
really
worry,
divides
yeah,
a lot.
That's
why it's
once
like,
you
yo-
mark, it will definitely help out.
Like if we can take care of Agit, then like pushing is not a like
Yeah,
a problem.
Shamar's ult also completely negates Agit's ult, so I think that's...
I
Yeah.
just saved my ult for his ult, yo.
No, I was also about to say always save it for him. It's huge. It saves so many
Yo,
lives.
Shamar, man, you're the Agit killer, bro.
Yo,
You ever
Yo,
watch
you're
John
Literally.
Wick? You ever
Kryptonite.
watch
You're
John
actually
Wick?
Kryptonite.
Agit's the
Literally, bro.
Yo,
You're the reason he doesn't want to play anymore, bro.
Nah. Yo, you ever watch John Wick? You ever watch
Yeah.
John Wick, bro? Bro, Agit's the boogeyman. Shamar is John Wick. Bro.
He's the Baba Yaga, bro. He's the
bro.
one thing who's the killer.
The guy you sent to kill the
Okay.
boogeyman, bro.
If he's alone, just go after Agit. He has 10 deaths. He's dying a lot.
Yeah, I'm cooking him up too. Not gonna
Bro,
lie.
I'm really
I mean,
telling
I'm
you,
dying a lot too, bro.
I have been cooking Agit this year, I'm not gonna lie. He's good though.
He's good. He's a menace, bro.
To be honest, I've been cooking Moon Knight and I've been cooking the healers
Axe
too.
behind us, Axe behind us. Axe behind us.
Ready?
Yeah, I got him. Ah, this map is
He's in the trees.
not bad for him.
I'm chasing him. I'm chasing him. I'm breaking everything.
Y'all, bro.
He's one shot. Nice. Okay. He's gonna revive himself.
He's gonna respawn. He's gonna respawn. He's gonna respawn.
What do you mean he's gonna oh yeah, because he has the team up with.
Yeah, we're just watching him.
Oh, he just killed himself. Wow.
Oh, he ran out of time.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know how to use it because it's like limited time shit.
No, he knows how to use it. He just always uses it immediately.
I need heals. Thank you.
I don't think he knew it ran out of time.
Go to.
Alright, I'm here with you. Nah, I just dead. I'm breaking the nest. Well, I'm trying to at least, but they're body blocking the fuck out of it.
Yo, wait a little bit. I almost have ult.
I'm ulting on them.
Keep Alan alive.
The nest is one. The nest is one.
Hug the corner. 97.
The nest is done.
Oh, actually push.
Yeah, she's got no nest though.
Ulting.
Alright, bet.
Get near me. Just get near me. Oh, Shamar, you're alone.
Push up. Okay, never mind.
I'm with you.
I'm here.
Penny Parker is about to die. Penny Parker is about to die.
Kill Turtle.
Okay.
Okay, not bad. That was a good push, guys. We gotta like push with the ults like that.
Emmett's one. Never mind. Emmett ulted.
And
Oh
ulted.
fuck, bro. I almost got Emmett though.
Oh, I got killed.
Don't worry. We're on the comeback.
Okay, I just solo ulted me.
He's half health. Remember, he doesn't regen health when he does that.
This guy I just solo ulted me when I was at half health with their whole team behind him. Okay, sure.
I'm like, whatever, bro.
Oh fuck, low key. I goofed there. Shouldn't have gone in the
It's okay. Regroup.
You're playing well, bro.
We have a minute 30. We have a minute 30.
Thank you, bro. I love you, Alan. Alright,
Who's
Alan,
alone right
bro.
now? Whoever's alone, back up.
Okay.
I'm with Soups.
Yeah, Shamar.
Soups.
Okay,
What
we're all
do you
here.
say?
They have a turret.
Oh fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, attitude. There you go.
I bricked it.
Oh, he got me, bro.
Yo, push point. I'm gonna my ult on point, yo.
I'm pushing
Do
it.
it.
Thank you.
Good.
They soul bounded.
On the way back.
After Andrew's weak.
I'm squirreling in there.
Yo, I just back here.
Get Emmett. Alright, Emmett's in.
It's always Amit and Magic together.
I'm down. There we go.
Kill that.
Get near me.
Going after Surfa. Kill Surfa.
Let's push
We
our
got it.
We all on
I
it.
wasted ult a little bit, but whatever. It is what it is.
Nah,
You
it's
get 'em?
okay. Just
Alright,
just keep pushing. We're pretty close to the second checkpoint.
They're all there.
I have my ult. I've been
Someone's coming
waiting.
around.
Yeah,
Someone's coming around, flanking.
Add
Just.
It's okay,
yeah.
Jonathan, don't push.
No.
Oh fuck, I died.
Don't push yourself. I was gonna come with you,
He
but
was-
there's-
If
I'd
he
rather
didn't get
us-
that health back, we would have had him. But he's attacking
Yeah,
back
no.
right now. He's
Okay.
Behind us, behind us.
Turret.
Axe behind.
I see Agit.
This guy got away,
Oh, I'm almost dead.
I
Fuck.
don't have my ult.
I just above you guys.
Get inside, get
Oh,
indoors,
fuck, bro.
in order for him to do that.
Agit got me.
Oh my god, the only time I get to go to the holes when I fucking die through it. That's so cool.
It's okay.
It's a
Regroup.
tough one.
Just wait for our tanks to come back and we'll regroup.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Here,
try
I'm
to.
riding with you, bro.
Where's
No,
that?
chill. Fall back.
Oh, fuck.
I'm here. Oh,
Alright. I just up close. I'm ulting on them.
He's near me.
Okay. Mantis ulted. I killed her anyways.
Good kill. It's a very good kill.
I need health. I'm dead. Fuck. Fucking penny mine, bro.
Trying.
Nah, it was a penny mine, bro. I couldn't do anything.
Yo. Agit's still behind us. Weary.
What the fuck?
Damn, Raffy Taffy's
Where does he
fucking
come
killing
from,
me.
bro?
He just drops the mines, bro. He just.
Only 60 seconds left.
Yo, let's start focusing on point and not Agit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know he's in the backline, but don't focus just on him. Because then we're gonna lose point that way, which is what happened.
Oh fuck me, bro.
I'm coming.
Stay alive. I have ult. I'm shooting.
Yo, I got my ult.
Use it when they're
He's gonna
grouped
ult.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm on my way back. Got Agit.
Agit's dead.
Penny's pushing back.
We
Penny's
got the
pushing
point, we
back.
got the point, we got the point, we got the point. Gotta push for it.
Penny's gonna get it back. Fuck, Penny got it back.
Oh,
Coming out.
Yeah, he's starting to need that. You guys.
oh my god, bro. Fuck. Died again.
We got it back, we got it back, we got it back.
Oh fuck, Punisher ult.
Oh, I can't stop that.
He's dead. Oh, I'm dead. Fuck.
I'm
Why is he
out.
dead a while ago? Why is Luis actually playing well this time, bro?
Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hi. Fuck.
is it tied? Oh no, it's
No,
not
it's over.
tied.
No.
Nah, they won.
Yo, honestly, it was a good fight though. It was a good fight.
It was. We were scrapping, bro. Good game, guys.
GG.
Why did you guys ban Star-Lord, bro?
Why would you ban Cloak?
Why? That's a great question.
Why
bro.
did you? No, yeah, wait. Why did you guys ban Cloak? Like, I'm not even trying to like trash talk. I'm genuinely curious.
Back shots.
Well done.
Hey, yo, I'm asking serious. Why did you ban Cloak and not Star-Lord?
Back shots.
I don't have the answer for you, bro.
The shot, the fucking shot.
Okay, no, like you guys voted Cloak. Why would you vote Cloak?
I didn't vote for anybody. You gotta ask the people who
Because-
voted,
That
bro.
was why.
Bro, by accident.
Okay,
Yo,
you should
it was
have.
Alan, bro.
That's
Oh
true.
my God.
Agit is always the sleeper now.
I know it was Alan, bro.
Star-Lord was clearly the pick, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I just
bro,
voted the thing, bro.
All right.
1000%, bro.
Alright, good run, boys. I must sleep now.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, bro.
Is everyone done?
No.
Me not want if she gotta.
All right. Who we losing, bro?
Instagram.